Hey everyone. Today I decided to come to you as a hot, sweaty mess. A little bit of reality TV here. Um, just to show, sometimes we only show the best sides of ourselves in whatever we do, and we think that that's the only part that's okay to show. And sorry, I have calls coming in. I forgot to put the do not disturb on. And I was just thinking today, continuing from our conversation about thoughts, I have had certain voices, and now this is not crazy people talk. Well, I guess it is. I don't know. I've always had voices in my head. I always thought it was my own voice, but now I'm coming to realize it may just be a voice. Anyway, the biggest one, which has, every time I see something that I find really cool, really amazing, right immediately is like, oh, I can do that too. I can do that too. And I don't know where I get this from. When I was a kid, I wanted to be in the Olympics because I loved watching the Olympics, and I was like, I can do that too. And they didn't have Olympics for roller skating at the time, and I was a roller skater. I'm like, well, by the time I get there, they will, or I'll learn to ice skate, or whatever it is. And then I kind of lose my way along the way, but I realize because there's also a second voice who happens to be present quite often, and that's the one when I actually start putting into action what it is that I want to do, what it is that I want to carry out. When things get a little too, I don't want to say tough, because also when things get too tough, because, sometimes I do get a little overwhelmed and I take on a little bit too much. And then that other voice comes in and it goes, no, you can't do this. So I think maybe that could be a reason too why living with these two voices consistently in my head, first of all, I give them the time of day, which, sometimes is good. Like voice number one will push me to do things. Voice number two will stop me from doing crazy things. But it also gets me to that point of finding out new things. Because if I didn't have voice number one pushing me into stuff that I'd never tried on before, I may not actually be finding those beautiful moments of doing things that I love. And sometimes it's ugly, and sometimes it's dirty, and oh my gosh, look how dirty I am. I've just spent the last hour clearing out weeds because I want to set up the pool in my backyard, and that's something that I know I love. That's something that I know that when I'm in it, the world just disappears, and I can just be with myself and in this beautiful peace. So I'm willing to go through the dirt and the turmoil and the ugliness and to get there, because I do have an end game in sight. And maybe in the end, it doesn't even turn out to be that end game. I'm learning to appreciate even the journey a little bit more today. Because during the journey, even as I'm out there pulling up these weeds and stuff, having voices again, conversations in my head, but sometimes I also have, creative thoughts and things that are different. And it leads me to something that I would have never thought of if I just gave up, or if I just said, oh no, that's too difficult for me to do. So the voices are great. I think sometimes they need us to, get our butts out off the couch, perhaps. But then there comes a moment where we need to just ride that wave. We need to, we're on the surfboard already. Here comes that wave. Whatever it is, we just need to go with it and see where it takes us. And another really, really big point of this, and I really would love to get your feedback on this, I think the biggest clue in all of this is finding your comfort zone within the discomfort. If you're able to do that at any point, if you're able to get yourself, and you do that that's what happens when you grow. When you ride a bike, you fall down, you get up, and pretty soon that thing that was extremely uncomfortable for you and terrifying becomes easier. So I'd love to hear your feedback. Please let me know. Sorry about how I showed up today, but I wanted to be real for you guys. And have a wonderful Saturday, everyone. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.